Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of our Community Access. This week we will show you some of this year's Soup and Street Stroll. Then our friends from Home Depot helped a big helping at NODA. Then finally the Detroit Pistons with a purpose at Crossroads for Youth. All today at our Community Access. Welcome back. Let's check out Soup and Street Stroll 2016 with our reporter Ashley Point. Ashley?
Soup and Stroll with Joe Frost, and we're actually right in front of the little Christmas tree that is set up here. It's all set up for the Christmas parade tomorrow, but you have quite a crowd here today.
That's right. Yeah, we have quite the crowd. This is the Soup and Sweet Stroll, which happens every year. It's hosted by the Oxford Downtown Development Authority Main Street, and it gets businesses involved. The restaurants provide soups, which is the soup part of the Soup and Sweet, and then the businesses, the retailers, do sweets of various varieties. So hot chocolates, candies, candy canes, cookies, you name it, it's all happening right here downtown Oxford.
So how did this all get started?
It's been going on for at least 12 years or so. Ed Hunwick and other members of the community were involved many years ago, and it's been going on always the first Friday of December, and it's right before Saturday, which is the parade for the Chamber of Commerce. Yeah.
And I saw Santa this year. That's a new thing we had this year.
We had Santa at least last year as well, and it's great. Our Santa Claus is amazing, all the way from the North Pole to help us out with this event, and it's a good opportunity for the youngsters to see him.
It's nice because I know that you also have businesses all the way down at the Legacy Center. They're like the cafes. They're also here instead of just the businesses around this area right here.
That's right. Our focus is the downtown, obviously, but the downtown is the heart of the community. So we want to bring in as many businesses and many community partners as we can.
So you said that this was been going on for 12 years. How much has it changed?
That's a very good question. I've only been here about a year and a half. And so it looks pretty similar to last year. There's a few improvements. One of the improvements is there's more lights on the gazebo this year. And that was done through the generous donations of a few of our local businesses. And I have the list on me, so if I can just thank them. Yeah. Let me get to it. I was trying to think. I'm not going to remember. But the event itself is sponsored by Oxford Bank. They're our presenting sponsors. And then we have the Lorco Hose and Fitting Solutions, Industrial Machine Products, Burdick Street Landscape, and Teal's Garden Center. They all contributed to the lights you see on the gazebo. And so this is just for the first phase. Next year we're talking about even doing more lights on the gazebo and just each year kind of building it. So this year we also have brand new holiday banners that are on all the street lamp poles. And the advantage with those is that they're the same size as our regular everyday downtown Oxford banners. And so our Village of Oxford DPW crews, it really saves them some time, makes things a little more efficient when they change from one season to the next.
So also you got the petting zoo. Did they donate their time, or did we raise money for that?
We raised money for that. Again, the presenting sponsor is Oxford Bank. So without them, this event probably wouldn't happen. They are a major supporter. So things like the petting zoo, the tree lighting that we're going to see a little bit later in the evening, that's all paid for through those sponsorships.
I also know something nice that you don't really see in a lot of places. Is you have warming stations all around the street, and here it's so nice. You don't see that in a lot of places because it's like, oh, you're just going to freeze your butts off. But here you got nice little warming stations. People can gather around, eat their soups, eat their sweets.
We really kind of striving for that old town kind of Dickens atmosphere, if you will, so the warming barrels just kind of add a little bit more ambiance, but it also provides comfort for our visitors because they can get warmed up.
So earlier today we were setting up and we saw a bunch of kids with the microphones up here. What's going to happen with the microphones? Is there going to be live music?
There is. At 7 o'clock, there's live music. There's going to be choirs from the Oxford Community Schools, the elementary schools, the high schools, or the high school, I should say. And there's also going to be, from the American Sign Language Club, some signers who are going to be signing some of the music as well. And then at 8 o'clock, we'll have our tree lighting ceremony.
Well, that sounds absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for putting on such a great event.
Thank you. Thanks for coming out.
Hey, I just passed some people with very, very festive and interesting necklaces. It fits so well with the theme here.
Thank you. We're so excited to be here. We just started on our strolling and enjoying our soups, and we just love hanging out in downtown Oxford.
So is this your first year at the Soup, Sweet, and Stroll?
Well, this is our first year that we knew it was happening. We just moved. Last year we came and we're all these people, and we said, what the heck is going on? So this year we planned for it. So we're here nice and early to make sure that we can try everything.
That is awesome. Yeah, this is actually my first year doing this too. Normally I'm too freezing to come out, but I'm like, you know what, we're going to do it this year. And you were more festive than I am.
Thanks. We like being colorful, don't we, Angeline?
Yeah, we do.
We do.
So you're just starting. Did you guys go to the gazebo? Did you guys see all the petting zoo and everything?
No, we didn't get to the petting zoo yet. We want to get right to the food.
I'm here with Victoria's Lights with
Victoria.
Awesome. So what kind of soup do you have today?
I have turkey and wild rice.
Very good. Is this an annual thing for you? Is this a new thing, the Soup and Stroll?
Annual thing. We love to do it. It's a fun thing for the town. So every year we make something different, and this year it's turkey and rice. And
So since you are one of the veterans for this event, how has this changed over the years?
oh, I think it has more people that participate, more people that come down, more people that enjoy it. I like to see the other businesses that aren't just restaurants participating. So now we've got a little more sweets and soup to go with it.
I think the soups are going to be more popular
Yeah,
today,
especially tonight.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Let's have some soup.
Have some soup. Keep warm out there. So yeah, I made my stock from scratch. We're open on Thanksgiving, so I roasted all the carcasses and made stock and do this from scratch. So I call it like your grandma's soup, you know? It's all the old school way of making it.
Oh, it smells amazing. It smells like my grandma's stuffing. I'm here with Anna from Pink and Charlie, and I understand that you've been part of the Soup, Sweet, and Stroll for a while now. And what would you like to tell people that don't really know what the Soup, Sweet, and Stroll is?
Well, it is our annual Christmas event that we hold for our neighborhood, our community, to come to downtown Oxford and with the purchase of a ticket, and it's a very minimal price, it's like $5, and everyone strolls the streets and has soup and all different kinds of desserts up and down the sidewalks. It's a chance to meet your neighbors, it's a chance to see the stores, it's a chance to be a community at Christmas time, which is the most wonderful time of the year. And as you can see, Oxford's just bustling with people and smiling faces. At about 9 o'clock, we're going to have a tree lighting ceremony. The choir is going to be singing, and it's just going to be a beautiful, magical evening. Santa Claus is also here for the children. We have like a little winter wonderland room for them. So anybody that's never been, I really suggest you come down and try it. It's just a wonderful community event, and we love putting it on for our neighbors.
Hi, Layla. This is Layla. And she's trying to say hi, everybody. Oh, hello.
Baby, it's cold. Baby, it's cold outside.
Just a great crowd from Oxford Soup and Street Stroll. Next up, our friends from Home Depot wanted to help Noda. What the story is our reporter, Terry Stiles. Terry?
Hi, Bill. Yes, we're in the holiday season, and we are at NODA. Yeah, of course, you recognize Lynn Gustafson. Alana,
Yes.
you're from Home Depot, and your crew is wreaking havoc here, but giving NODA a good gift, right? Tell us about what's going on here, Alana.
So today we have representatives from 10 of our stores, and we are gifting NODA a brand new break room, is what we're calling it, but really it's going to be a whole kitchen. And this is something that we do in the communities. We work with nonprofits and give back. We write grants, have fun, as you can hear, and that's really what it's all about. We have a value wheel, and we live by those values, and one of the values is giving back and making connections in our community, and that's what we're doing.
And it's also benefiting the employees, right? They're volunteering, so they're not benefiting financially, but they're learning. This is a learning process for them?
It is a learning process. We try at all of our projects to give our associates something they can take back to the store and apply. A, to help customers and make customer service better, but they can apply in their own life as well. So not only are they volunteering, they do learn skills from it as well.
And Lynn, how did this happen for you guys?
You know, we have a employee who has a spouse that works at Home Depot that informed us about this program, and I couldn't be more happy to work with Home Depot. They have been wonderful. So we've been lucky enough to have them come in. They like to service the veterans in the community, and of our 30 employees, we have 8 employees that are veterans, and they will see the benefit as well as the people that we serve in our community are the seniors, disabled, low-income, and veterans of Orion, Oxford, and Addison. So we're very excited to have a bright new area to hang out with, and we thank Home Depot.
And how is it that you determine what you need? I know that you don't own the building. How do you determine what you need to make improvements on?
Well, the area that we had previous for our employees to have it in the break room was just a sink, so we really had no space at all, and so it was very outdated area. So we knew that we wanted to make it an area that they could come and have lunch, hang out, have breakfast, lunch, and just feel comfortable. So we applied for the grant and to see what we would be qualified for. So luckily they've been able to give us a whole new kitchen, a stove, new sink, and microwave. So we're thrilled.
Home away from home for them. How you don't do this just once a year? How do you number one determine who's going to benefit from this gift of giving, and how often do you do this?
We typically do one a month. Some months there's a little more, and we travel all over the Metro Detroit area. Determination, though, sometimes is a first come, first serve, and most of the projects kind of fall in my hand, but also determining what is needed for that nonprofit. If it's something I think our volunteers can handle, or if it's something that we can't do, and what the structure of the job really looks like. So there's a couple factors that I look at when I go and walk, and some might get bumped depending on needs, but really it's about what's going to impact our associates and our volunteers, what's going to help them, again, take that back to the store and apply in their real life. And so there's many different factors, but as Lynn mentioned, our number one priority is giving back to veterans. That's our number one priority. And whether they are retired and they serve this country or they're still active, it's still important to make a difference in their lives and make it better for them.
Take care of them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Materials and everything, right?
Everything. So the grant, when it's approved through Home Depot, we bring the volunteers, we bring the materials and the fun, and I try to make it as easy as possible for the nonprofit. I try to tell them, you don't have to worry about a thing. I will take care of it, and come in, and you'll be in awe, and it will be done and cleaned up. And I hope that that's what I can deliver for them and make it better for their employees, and just overall make it better for our community.
So if there are nonprofits in the area, or not even in this particular area, but beyond this, how do they apply for that grant? Who do they contact? What do they need to know to do it?
There's a few different grants. If you're seeking a grant with volunteers, you can contact me. I'm out of the Lake Orion Home Depot. If you need a grant and you don't need volunteers, you can go right on the Home Depot Foundation website. It's just homedepotfoundation.org, and you can apply for a community impact grant. So that is if you need the money. You have the hands, but you don't have the funds to do that. You can apply there for that funding and use your own volunteers, or you can contact us at the store and we'll see what we can do to possibly help out.
So that's any store now. We're talking Lake Orion, but if they're out of this area, can they contact any Home Depot?
Every Home Depot has a representative. If for some reason I tell people if they're not in our area and that they go to the store and that person is unsure, I'd be more than happy to help them and make it successful, because it's really about learning together and making the whole area and communities better.
So what I'm learning in the last couple years, Home Depot is a national store, but they're hometown.
It really is. And Lake Orion's a different community as well as Oxford. We still are a small town, and we have our store up on the hill. It's not just this big box. It really is. We believe in giving back to our community, and the community, I hope, sees that and really appreciates that. But I have a firm saying that if you take care of a community will take care of you. And I truly, truly believe that if you are involved and you give back, whether it is through your employer or your own personal time, I truly believe that if you do give, that community will in turn take care of you. And that's, again, what it's about. As I mentioned, our values are that make strong community relations, and it will help you. And it does bond you. I've noticed that customers in the store, oh, hey, I saw you guys at this project, or thanks for helping. And so it does become a conversation piece as well to, thank you for giving back and to bond. Mm-hmm.
Speaking of bonding, NODA does the very same thing. Lynn, NODA is doing so well. What's going on and what's coming up?
Well, we're looking forward to next year. We have almost an all-new fleet that we were able to get last year, so we're very excited. And with the new improvements that we have here, and we have our new tablets in place, so we've got a lot of good changes coming up. So we're really excited to just move forward.
The new tablets will make it easier for the riders and as well as your dispatch, right?
Yes, the drivers and the dispatch it's much easier they have now GPS, which we've never had before, and yes, and we're really, and the dispatch now knows where the vehicles are and locate them, so it's a safety measure as well. So we've really made a big improvement.
That must speed things up too. If the dispatchers know where that vehicle's at, they don't have to wait till they come back in and then send them out again, right?
Well, it does help. In case of in case of an emergency, they know where the vehicle is at, and if we have to do an add-on, we know which vehicle is the closest. It does help. It does help in dispatch for sure.
So, Bill, this is the time of giving. This is the season of giving, and I am surrounded. I can feel it. It's palpable. I'm surrounded by two very giving groups, and we're going to go look around.
Next up, a great story at Crossroads for Youth. With the story is our sports reporter, Rod Wright. The story is called Piston with a Purpose.
Hello, I'm Rod Wright, and I am here with Chris Vile, the head of Crossroads here. We got a
clinical director. Not the head of, right? That would be Mark Porter. He's the executive director, but I'm the clinical director. Yeah.
Okay, now we got some big events today. What do we have today?
Well, today what we've got going on is we're really, really excited about this. We've got the Detroit Pistons coming out to our facility in collaboration with their charity organization called Pistons for a Purpose. And they're going to be spending time at our units with our neglect and abuse kids, as well as some of our juvenile justice kids, and decorating our Christmas trees and just spending the afternoon with us having some fun. So we're really, really excited about that.
We're really excited too. Any idea which Pistons will be here?
We don't. We don't have any idea. All we were told was that Coach Van Gundy was going to shorten practice, and so for every athlete that wanted to be out there, they could certainly be out there. Hopefully participating. That's what all the kids have been asking me all week. Who's coming, Mr. Vile? Which ones are coming? I'm like, I don't know.
You have to be here to find out.
Here, right? Sometimes you got to wait till Santa gets here, man. I can't tell you.
Well, they won last night, so hopefully we'll get some.
Exactly. I think they got in kind of late, but they should be rested.
Well, very good. Okay, we're going to follow you guys around and do some of the programs with the kids. Thanks a lot, Chris.
Absolutely.
Caden is our director of programs grandson, Miss Deli's grandson, Caden. So he's here to volunteer and help out for the day. And this is Mr. Porter's daughter, Anna. She's also here to volunteer and help out for the day. And let's start over here with our volunteers.
Okay. I'm Carol, and I'm just glad to be here.
Hey, hi, Carol. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Lindsay in the back, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Lindsay. You guys might talk to Chris Vile up there. That's my dad, the clinical director of Crossroads, and I've worked here a couple summers, so here to hang out for the day.
Thank you. Welcome back. Always good to see staff.
I'm Missy, and I've worked with the Detroit Pistons for the last 15 years, and I'm really happy to be here.
Thank you. We're happy to have you.
I'm Erica. I'm the Senior Director of Community Relations, so I get to do cool things like this all the time through the Pistons, but I'm very happy to be here today.
We're jealous. Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Hi, my name is Shantae, and I'm happy to be here. It's an honor to be here with you ladies, and this is wonderful. This is awesome. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Carol, and I mirror Shantae's sentiments. It's an honor to be here, and thank you for allowing us to come and help you celebrate this holiday season.
Well, thank you very much.
Oops.
Who's that tall guy over there?
I'm Malik Allen. I'm an assistant with the Pistons, so I just want to say thanks for having us and glad to be here spending time with you beautiful ladies, right? And just happy to be part of it. It's great.
Thank you, sir.
Hold on.
Almost there, girl. Don't worry.
I'm Dave Hopple, assistant coach with the Detroit Pistons, and I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming, sir. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure's ours.
Why don't you introduce yourself? Stand up.
The camera shine.
I'm Maya, and I am his daughter, and I'm happy to be here to help you guys decorate the tree.
Thank you.
I'm McKenna, and I'm happy to be here, and I'm thankful for my family.
Oh, very nice. Thank you so much. Did you introduce yourself?
I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm Susan, and I am on the board of directors for Crossroads, and I've been on the board for about a year, and this is just a great place to be today.
Thanks for coming.
Okay, I'm here with Miss Green. Wonderful, wonderful program today. Talk a little bit about the girls, if you would.
Yes, absolutely. The girls here are fantastic. We have a total of 11 residents here on campus with us now, and they're all neglect and abuse cases that come to us mainly through a DHHS program. And we just couldn't be happier to have them here. They're just a bunch of wonderful girls, and they're really having a great time today.
Well, it looks like they got a lot of good support from you, too.
Yes, absolutely they do. Everyone here at Crossroads, they're all here for the kids. They're here for a much bigger purpose than themselves. They're here to help and make a difference in the life of a child. So I'm just happy to be a part of that, too.
Well, Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you. Thank you so much.
And I love my parents, and this is a shout out to my mom and my dad and my siblings. Cassim, Mary, and Flatty, which his real name is Joey. And Flatty. What you giving? Shout outs? Yeah. Shout out to my grandma, shout out to my mama, shout out to my sisters, and my brothers, and I love y'all and I miss y'all.
A shout out to my mom, my aunt too. Yeah. Merry Christmas.
All right, back with Chris. Chris, how did this thing get about? You told me this story. It's great, and we got to put you on camera to tell me this.
Sure. Well, a couple of months ago, we had one of our residents here in our neglect and abuse home had contacted his caseworker and said, he'd really like to meet the Pistons. And so she reached out and contacted the Pistons, and sure enough, they reached back out, and the Pistons with a purpose got with her, and they said, bring him down. So his therapist from here and his caseworker and the young man went down there, and we kind of thought it was just going to be a short little visit, but it turned out to be like a 3-hour. He actually spent the whole afternoon with the team. He actually got to attend practice. He had lunch with them. He had just a wonderful time, and they gave him some wonderful memorabilia, some clothing, some signed basketballs, signed shoes, and we were just blown away. We were blown away with this. And then shortly thereafter, we were contacted by Coach Van Gundy's wife, Kim, about...
So they came to you?
Well, I think that's kind of what happened, right? Wow. And they were wanting to know if they could do something more. Obviously, they had been...
Okay. Hi, my name's Diana. What's your name?
I'm John Lure.
Are you having fun right now right here?
I'm having a blast out here with you guys.
Okay. If anybody would ask you what was your favorite game ever being to play, What would it be?
Favorite game ever to play?
Basketball.
I would say, yeah, probably when we beat Golden State.
Oh, I love them. So, by the way, when you meet them, is it the state word? No, have you met the state word? Yeah, say hi to Stephen Curry for me.
Okay, I'll be sure to do that.
So, you want to give a shout out to anybody?
I want to give a shout out to all the girls here, you know, for making this fun time for us, and you guys have some serious game. I got to give you a shout out for that too. I saw some of the shots you guys made. Who? Caitlin Richardson. Yeah, and Katera. Shout out to Katera. That was it. That was all I could do.
Hi, my name's Diana. What's your name?
My name is Mr. Vile.
Okay. So, do you like what they're doing here today? Are you enjoying it?
Oh, I'm having a blast. I'm having an absolute blast with all the different Pistons people that are come out to our units, bringing us ornaments, good food, good times. What about you? Are you having a good time?
I'm having a very good time.
See that? That smile hasn't been off your face in about half an hour. It's fantastic. Yep.
So, who's your favorite basketball player in the Pistons?
Oh, my favorite player in the Pistons. That's a great question. I'm probably going to go with KCP.
Okay, KCP.
Well, like I said, it was going to be a good program. I think we met a lot of good people, some fantastic kids today, and got a little bit of that holiday, hopefully, sentiment going there. Anything you can do to help out this Crossroads program, it's great for the kids. I know it's just Christmas time, but any time in the year, the kids need it, and they're great people here with these kids.
So I see that you teach the Pistons.
Well, we try, yeah. We've got a good group of guys, so.
The last game versus the Celtics, we got pretty disappointed at the end because they fouled you guys wrong.
I thought so, too.
And they cheated.
I thought so, too. You know what? I like the way you looked at that game. I like that.
In the last round, in the last quarter, while they were playing, who did they foul? They fouled Andre Drummond, whatever his name is.
They did. Yes, no, that's correct. No, you're right. Andre Drummond, yeah. But before that, they called a foul, remember, on us. And their guy, and we didn't think we fouled him, and he made the free throws and the whole thing. So
they made that three-pointer, then they go say, the time up.
That's exactly right.
So mad.
No, I don't blame you. Absolutely.
What was your favorite?
We appreciated you guys being there cheering for us.
What was your favorite game being played against which?
So far, well, we haven't played them yet. We play them right before Christmas. So I would say right now, so far, we beat the LA Clippers, who are really, really good. So that was a good one. I enjoyed that one.
Okay. So, do you want to give a shout out to anybody?
To all of you at Crossroads. I want to shout out to everybody at Crossroads, especially in the Summit House here.
Oh, thank you. We're famous.
And Merry Christmas to all of you.
Merry Christmas to you.
Very good.
Do you want to give a question?
So have you ever played against Michigan State?
Oh, well, no, but when I was in college coaching, I was at the University of Wisconsin, and I used to coach against Michigan State, but they tended to beat us all the time, so that wasn't a lot of fun.
But their players right now aren't that good.
Well, no, they're pretty good. They're pretty good, and they have a great coach. John played against them, though. When John was at Wisconsin, he came after me, and I think Wisconsin did a little bit better against them, but Michigan State's always really good.
I like Michigan. Well, Michigan State, I'm all for Michigan State, but they're Michigan. Yeah. No, it's a Michigan football that's winning. Never mind, I got that mixed up.
No, but Michigan basketball is really good, too. I'm a big fan of both Michigan and Michigan State, and Oakland University and Detroit. Everybody in the state. I'm a fan of all the Michigan schools.
Thank you for your time, and can we go to our therapeutic director now?
Absolutely, that'd be great.
A very thank you to the Detroit Pistons for the Pistons with a purpose. Well, that's all the time for this week. We hope you enjoyed our program. So, for reporters Ashley Point and Rod Wright and reporter editor Carrie Stiles, I'm Bill Service, and we hope you have a very, very wonderful Christmas.